Usually all challenges how to eat are telling you what not to eat, but this challenge is different. This is you can eat exactly how you eat now, you just focus on how you eat. If you are like me, who are loving food and enjoying to eat a lot, and then maybe this is something for you. Or if you eat when you are not hungry anymore, you eat too much because you really enjoy the food what you are eating, or you eat too fast, and before you even recognize, you are that full that you can hardly move anymore, and then maybe this is something what you should maybe think to try. So what I'm telling you now, this is for sure you have heard it, that to eat slowlier and mindfully, that to just to think what you are eating and really enjoying it. But that's why, because it's so basic, actually not of many of us have done it or are doing it. And this is definitely something that I'm struggling, and I will challenge myself for next 30 days to do it, to eat slowlier, for focusing on couple points what I will tell you later. And if you want to do this with me, I would be more than happy to let me know and let me to support each other how it's going, and then we can share ideas how it have affected to our lives. Because how you eat, it can be actually more important than what you eat, when you eat. Obviously, if your nutrition, you eat only cookies, then maybe it won't help you that how slowly you will eat your cookies. But if you eat more or less good, then maybe the problem is those amounts, and you can really focus with me to eat bit less, bit slowlier, and learn just new habits how to eat. This is really easy way to start to eat something better, and actually without changing anything. And if it's the summertime, you don't want to skip any parties, you don't want to change too much your diet, then it's maybe this is something what you can try. Try to eat slowlier and focus really how you are eating and your relationship with food. There are actually many researchers who are supporting this, that there was a research, for example, that two persons with the exactly same food, for other one they told us to eat as fast as they could, and for the other one as low as they could, and the fastest possible time was 9 minutes, and they were able to eat 630 calories, and the other one took 29 minutes, so 20 minutes longer, and were able to eat only 550, so it was almost 100 calories less, just the way how people were eating on average. And why this is happening? It happens because our body takes 15 to 20 minutes time to recognize that you are actually full. So you are not eating more and more and more, even because your body is not giving signals to your brain that you are actually full, you had it enough. And then what happens that when food is tasting good, you really enjoy it, it happens that then you suddenly realize that you have ate too much, and you feel like that. And another key point is psychology. It's just in your head, that when you are really able to, you are concentrating how you eat, and you are enjoying what you eat, so you will realize that your brain is actually feeling more satisfied and faster in the way that you are really enjoying it, instead that it's food is something that you are understanding, eating something just fast, and then going forward, then that's not enjoyment. If you have some digestive problems like stomach pain, or like a balloon, your belly is like balloon after, this is maybe something what you should consider to try. It could really help. Give it 30 days time, and you will see that it might help you actually more than you think. So why it matters that how fast you are eating? Because longer you take time to chew your food, actually that you take if you eat faster, you take larger bites, and then it's going faster to your stomach, and actually that your body it's having your stomach have really hard time to digest everything, even it's going in with the big pieces and fast. So that's why it's really struggling, that you might have some pain or some other issues what you haven't maybe even thought about it, that it could be from fast eating. You will learn what means to feel hungry and eat in a right, like when you feel like that you are full. Because if you ever ate because it was the time that it was time to eat, it was a lunchtime, it was dinner time, or it was time for breakfast, but you were actually hungry, or you were finishing on your plate and you kind of knew it that if you finish that plate you will regret it after, that you will feel so bad, but you were still doing it because it was good, or you wanted to finish the plate, you didn't want to throw away something, then maybe this is something what you should consider. I for sure recognize myself in those examples, that I'm eating plate always empty, like mom have teached me, and also sometimes even if I'm not hungry, but I do eat in evening, like because it's a time, it's a dinner time, or so that's for sure something that I need to concentrate also, and maybe you struggle with the same problems. So slow eating will help you, not because that you are following some meal plan, what is telling you that you are allowed to eat 70 grams of pasta, just because that your body is telling you that when you had enough, and that is the idea from slow eating. And you can't always control where you are. You are going out, you are a guest somewhere, you are in restaurant. You don't have you are not able to control what you are eating, but you can always control how you are eating. So that's why slow eating, that you can use it everywhere. So you don't have the excuse that I would eat better, but I couldn't say that, or I couldn't bring my own food. But you can always eat if you concentrate how you eat and eat slowlier, that you can always do. And even the meal is not perfect, you can always concentrate that you really enjoy it, and eat it slowly. So you quit when you had enough. And then how to eat slowly? Actually, it's simple and effective, but you really need to work on it. It's not easy. It's actually a lot harder than you might think now, that you say, I will try it. Actually, I have tried it a couple of times, and you remember it a couple of times, but then you start to forget. And that's not, you don't have to do it every meal. If you forget it, no worries, then try again in the next meal, because you will have 2, 3, 4 meals in a day, and that you have chances are coming. So if you forget it sometime, don't worry about it. Next time, do it better. And start slowly. If you can take time, how long you need, for example, for your lunch. And next time eat as slow as possible. And next time try to eat minutes slowlier, for example. Just a minute, that's already huge difference if you are able to eat minutes slowlier than other time. And then focus on that every time, that you aim to get minutes slower every time, and that actually makes a huge difference. Other good tip is to breathe. Every time you take one bite, you eat it, breathe out, take next bite, breathe, and that not you are just like I do often, that eat, breathe. Next level is to stop eating when you are distracted. So you stop eating when you are driving, when you are watching TV, when you are watching phone or playing some phone, and especially not when you are standing. You don't open the fridge and eat from there, or never ever over the sink, just something fast. That you sit down on kitchen table every time when you eat, so that you focus on that eating and you really enjoy it, and not just that it's something that you do just fast. I know that you are busy, you have a busy life, but eating you should never hurry, and take your time with eating and sit on the table every time when you eat. Big food you have to chew. That you have, if you take an example like carrots or cookies. If you eat carrot, you know how many times you need to chew that you can swallow it. And if you take a cookie, it's 2 bites and it's down. So try to eat foods you have to chew, like unprocessed food, natural foods like tomatoes, apples, whole grains, stuff like that, and not some highly processed crackers or cookies what you just basically don't need to even chew before you can swallow them. And then do something between the bites. You take one fork full of food, put fork down. Or you can try that. Take a breath every time you take a bite. Take a breath. You can take a drink of water a little bit. You can actually talk with somebody in a table after every bit, or ask a question, or you can count the chews that you count every time for 20 or 30 every time that before you swallow it. Those are small things, but do something. Create some action what you will do between every bite you take, and that's the way how you can concentrate to take a little bit longer. And finally, take notes or notice when you are eating, with who you are, and when you eat, what time is it lunch, how long you take dinner, where you eat, who is with you, and then after you can ask yourself that where I struggle, how I could get better, and those things what I'm actually already doing good, how could I make them even better? Pay attention with the people who you are eating with, and who is the slowest person in your group who are eating. Aim to be as slow as the slowest person. And this might really be hard. It takes some time, but you have every meal is a chance to learn. So if you are able to do this challenge for 30 days, I guarantee you will see the results that you could not believe that it's possible to do only with the so small changes. And after that, you can think that what could happen if you could keep this habit forever. And then you are you have a question that what you should do. And if you think that this could help you, you want to start this. Don't do it alone or keep it to yourself. Share it with your friends, with your family member, co-worker, or somebody, and concentrate for next 30 days. Just not to change anything, just to change how you are eating. And let me know how it goes.